First time on the way to Suribachi, yeah. I pretty well burned my way right through to the base. And by that time, I was the only one left in my outfit. They were wounded or killed.
Can you describe the first time you used the flamethrower in battle?
Well, when I reached the base, they were, you know, it was funny. They had it's all cleared out now, but they had big boulders placed there. And so the entrance to the cave to the mountain was behind them, and this protected them. So they were in between, but you could see their head moving back and forth. You could see it, and we couldn't get them. A buddy of mine yelled over, "Graves, come on over here." And I walked over and had my flamethrower on my back. "See if you can get him. I can't get him." So he held the gun on my gun, flamethrower, and I took the bar, and I'm firing away, and I'm chipping the rock right at the guy's head. We hit the top of the rock, but we couldn't get him. And then he'd move over him. We tried. That went on and on and on. So finally what we did is we called for air power. And our Marine planes came in, and they strafed the daylights out of that thing. Well, they did kill a few, but a few of them went right back in the caves. But we wanted to get that done before dark. We had to get that thing wiped out before dark. That was a bad place to be. The problem is they came out at night and fought. That was the general's way of doing things. Hunker down during the day, let them have their fun, and then hit them at night. But they paid a price for it every night. We were ready. Yeah.
How would they fight you at night?
How was the fight at night? Scary. Screaming, yelling. I had one Japanese with a bag on his side, hand grenades. All he was doing was, he was drunk around sake. They had sake in the caves like crazy. They let them drink. I mean, anything to keep going, you know. And they had drugs. And, I mean, talking and mumbling to themselves. One came at us with that bag of hand grenades, started throwing them. One lobbed down in the hole. And normally, if you grab it, you can throw it back at him. But there's no way in the world we could get that hand grenade. I picked it, tossed it up. It hit the top of the bank and rolled back in. I said, "Out! Hey, grenade!" We all cleared the hole. One fella, and he was a married man, one of the replacements. His one foot stayed in, and it went off, and it tore his foot off. It was hanging by his skin. And, man, we screamed for stretcher bearers. Well, they brought a stretcher bearer over to us. And we got him on there, but his foot was hanging off, you know, on the side. He didn't know it. I didn't say anything about it. But I broke down crying. I lost it. If he could have pulled both legs out of there. And he said, "Don't worry about it, Don. I'm going home." And he did. Yeah. Hairy nights.
Sounds like it.
Then we get up in the morning, have to go out and count them. Yeah. Make sure they're dead. Not a good job. And you know, they were just like us, young teenagers, 20s, young ones. Only young men can fight wars. We learned that. Older men cannot fight wars. Their mind's different. We were brainwashed. For good. Got us home. Got us killed.
Yeah.
That's war. And you've got to be trained to go in. You have to be trained.